Reproductive system is a collection of internal and external organs, that is, both males and females, that work together for the purpose of producing a new generation of living organisms similar to their parents. Reproduction ensures survival of species and transmission of genetic information from one generation to the next. Human beings reproduce sexually and are viviparous, that is, they give birth to young ones. Reproductive units are specialized cells called gametes, which are of two types: male gametes, that is spermatozoa, and female gametes, that is ova. These sex cells or gametes are formed in separate paired organs of mesodermal origin called gonads. The gonads that produce male gametes or spermatozoa are called testes, while those producing female gametes, that is ova, are termed as ovaries. Reproductive system of both the sex consists of organs which can be distinguished into primary and secondary sex organs. Organs which produce gametes and sex hormones are called primary sex organs. For example, testes in males and ovaries in females. Organs which neither produce gametes nor secrete sex hormones but perform important functions in reproduction are termed as secondary sex organs. For example, epididymis, vasa deferentia, penis, etc. in case of males, and oviducts, uterus, vagina, etc. in case of females. Secondary sex characters are external features which provide distinctiveness to the two sexes. They have no direct role in sexual reproduction. The phenomenon where male and female individuals are differentiated externally is termed as sexual dimorphism. Major secondary sex characters of human males are facial hair, body hair, more height, more muscles, broadening of shoulders, low pitched voice, narrow but strong pelvis, etc. Major secondary sex characters of human females are development of breast, broader pelvis, rounded body contour, fat deposition in thigh, buttocks and face, high pitched voice, etc. Puberty is defined as the state at which the gonads come to maturity relative to their endocrine and gametogenic potential. These changes occur in response to rising levels of gonadal hormones. It occurs sometime between 10 and 15 years. Adolescence is the period between puberty and complete sexual maturity. Generally, it is considered to start with the development of secondary sexual characteristics and to end when physical growth of the body slows down. In humans, age 11 to 20 years for boys and 10 to 18 years for girls is the adolescence period. Precocious puberty and delayed puberty. Precocious puberty is defined as the premature appearance of secondary sex characteristics and is usually caused by an early increase in gonadal steroid production. This leads to an early onset of puberty, growth spurt, maturation of skeleton, breast development, and enlargement of genitalia in boys. Onset of puberty is considered delayed in if menstruation fails to occur by the age of 17 or testicular development by the age of 20. It may arise due to absence of pituitary hormones or due to defect at the level of hypothalamus. Male reproductive system. Male reproductive system consists of scrotum, a pair of testes, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferentia, ejaculatory ducts, urethra, and accessory glands. The first one is scrotum. It is a sac consisting of loose pouch of skin, muscles, and connective tissue that hangs from the root, that is attached portion of the penis. A septum divides the scrotum into two halves or sacs. Each of these sacs consists of one testis. The scrotum remains connected with the abdomen or pelvic cavity by two inguinal canals on each side of the scrotal septum. The spermatic cord formed from the spermatic artery, vein, and nerve, bound together with connective tissue, passes into the testes through inguinal canal. Scrotum acts as a thermoregulator. The scrotum acts as a thermoregulator and maintains testes at the temperature 2 degrees centigrade lower than the body temperature. This temperature is required for normal sperm production. It is maintained and regulated by two mechanisms. Number 1. Location of scrotum outside the pelvic body. Second one, contraction of the smooth involuntary dartos muscle, which brings the testes closer to the pelvic cavity to get the warmth when the body is chilled. Second one, that is testes. There is a pair of testes that are suspended in the scrotum by the spermatic cords. During early fetal life, the testes develop in the abdominal cavity just below the kidneys and then they descend into scrotum. A fibrous cord that extends from the caudal end of the testis to the scrotal wall is called gubernaculum. Layers surrounding testes are tunica vaginalis, it is a serous covering of the testes. Tunica albuginea, it is an actual covering made of fibrous or collagenous connective tissue. And the third one, tunica vasculosa, it is a delicate loose lines testicular lobules, has a rich supply of blood capillaries. Tunica albuginea divides the major part of the testis into about 250 testicular lobules by forming a vertical partition called mediastinum and a number of transverse septa. Each testicular lobule contains several intricately sperm-producing coiled tubules called seminiferous tubules. The lining of seminiferous tubules is formed of a single layered germinal epithelium which has two types of cells, namely spermatogenic cells and supporting cells. In between the seminiferous tubules, in the connective tissue, there are present small groups of rounded endocrine cells called interstitial or Leydig cells. Spermatogenic cells, by mitotic division, produce spermatogonia. Spermatogonia grows into primary spermatocyte, which undergo meiosis to form secondary spermatocyte and then spermatids. The process of formation of spermatozoa, that is mature sperms, from the spermatogenic cells is called spermatogenesis, which occurs in seminiperostubules. The supporting sustentacular or Sertoli cells were discovered by Italian histologist, namely Enrico Sertoli. Sertoli cells are large, elongated and pyramidal cells which have bases adhering to the basal lamina, that is basement membrane, and apices projecting into the lumen of the seminiperostubules, providing attaching sites to spermatocytes and spermatids. Sertoli cells secrete androgen binding proteins, that is ABP, that concentrates testosterone in the seminiperostubules. Sertoli cells also secrete another protein called inhibin, which suppresses FSH synthesis. They secrete spermatogenic substances for nourishing and differentiation of cells undergoing spermatogenesis. Therefore, Sertoli cells are called nurse cells. Leydig cells are interstitial cells present in the connective tissue around the seminiperostubules. These cells were discovered by German anatomist namely Franz Leydig. Leydig cells are endocrine in nature. Under the influence of luteinizing hormone, that is LH, also called interstitial cell stimulating hormone, ICSH, Leydig cells produce androgens, for example, testosterone. The latter not only produce and maintain male characteristics but also stimulate germinal epithelium to undergo spermatogenesis. In some persons, testes fail to descend into scrotum. This condition is called cryptorchidism. It results in infertility. The testes perform two functions. Number one, production of spermatozoa, and the number two, secretion of male sex hormone, that is testosterone. Male accessory ducts. These accessory ducts, usually called male secondary sex organs. These include rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and vasa deferentia. These are called the male accessory ducts. These ducts store and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. The seminiperostubules are closed at one end, but on the other side they join to a network, and that is called rete testis. From this rete testis, fine ciliated ductules called vasa efferentia arise. Cilia help in conducting sperms, that is, vasa efferentia ductules contain cilia. Epididymis, the third one, is a mass of long, narrow, closely coiled tubules which lie along the inner side of each testis. The anterior end of the epididymis is called caput epididymis, also known as head of the epididymis, in which the vasa efferentia opens. The middle part of the epididymis is known as corpus epididymis. The posterior end of the epididymis is called the cauda epididymis, that is tail part of the epididymis. In the head of the epididymis, the sperms undergo physiological maturation, acquiring increased motility and fertilizing capacity. In the tail of the epididymis, sperms are stored before entering the vas deferens. Epididymis is lined by pseudostratified epithelium that secrete nutrients required for maturation and nourishment of spermatozoa. No ejaculated sperms are reabsorbed in the vasa deferens. That means the sperms which are not ejaculated are reabsorbed in the vasa deferens. The term testicle is used for both testis and epididymis. The vas deferens is a continuation of the cauda epididymis, which leaves the scrotal sac and enters the abdominal cavity through the inguinal canal. The vas deferens loops over the urinary bladder, where it is joined by duct from the seminal vesicle to form the ejaculatory duct. Vasa deferentia carry spermatozoa. Next one, the fifth one, that is ejaculatory ducts. These are formed by the union of ducts from vas deferens and ducts of seminal vesicle. The ejaculatory ducts and sperms mix up with secretion of seminal vesicle. The walls of ejaculatory ducts are muscular for the purpose of quick conduction and ejaculation through the urinogenital tract. Number sixth one is the urethra in the secondary sex organs. Urethra is the urinary duct which originates from neck of the urinary bladder and opens to exterior at the tip of the penis. It also receives secretions of prostate and Cowper's glands. It consists of prostatic urethra, the first part, where prostate gland opens, membranous urethra at the urinogenital diaphragm, and the spongy penile urethra that passes through the penis. The urethra has internal sphincter of smooth muscles, fibers at its beginning and external sphincter of striated muscle fibers around its membranous part. The last part of the secondary sex organ, it also comes under the external genitalia, that is penis. The penis is a male copulatory organ used during mating. The penis, in addition to conducting urine from the body, transfers semen into reproductive tract of the female during sexual intercourse or copulation. The penis contains 3 cylindrical masses of erectile tissues in which two dorsal corpora cavernosa and one ventral corpus spongiosum. These bodies are surrounded by fibrous tissue. The corpora spongiosum, through which the urethra extends, enlarges at its distal end to form a sensitive cone-shaped glans penis. This glans penis is covered by a loose fold of skin, and that loose fold of skin is called foreskin or prepuce. During sexual arousal, means stimulation, sexual stimulation, the three bundles of tissue in the penis become engorged with the blood, and the pressure seals off the veins that drain these areas, causing an erection, which is necessary for insertion of penis into the woman's vagina. Penis conducts urine as well as semen, but the two cannot pass through it at the same time. Now, next part of the human reproductive system, that is male accessory glands. These male accessory glands includes three. One is seminal vesicle, second one is prostate gland, and third one is bulbourethral glands. Now, first one, that is seminal vesicle. These are paired glandular sac-like structures near the base of the bladder. Fluid secreted by seminal vesicle normally constitutes approximately 60% of the volume of the semen. It is a viscous and alkaline fluid which helps to regulate pH of the tubular contents as sperms travel outside. The secretion also contains fructose that provides energy to the sperm, and prostaglandins which stimulate muscular contractions within the female reproductive organs. One thing we have to remember here is the fructose, which is present in the seminal fluid and is not produced anywhere else in the body. So it is used for confirmation of rape or sexual intercourse during forensic test. So therefore fructose usually used in forensic test. Now second gland, accessory gland, is prostate gland. The prostate gland is a single large gland that surrounds the urethra. It produces a milky, slightly alkaline secretion which forms 25% of the volume of the semen. It possesses enzymes, namely acid phosphatase, amylase, pepsinogen, and other substances, namely pre-fibrinolysin, clotting enzymes, prostaglandins, and citric acid. So these are usually used as a sperm nutrient. Secretion of the prostate gland nourishes and activates the spermatozoa to swim. The secretions of the prostate gland also contain prostate-specific antigen, commonly known as PSA, which liquefies the clotted semen. Last gland in the male reproductive system is bulbourethral gland, commonly called Cowper's glands. A pair of bulbourethral glands or Cowper's glands are present on either side of membranous urethra. These glands secrete an alkaline fluid Their ducts open into the membranous urethra, carrying the fluid that neutralizes acids from urine in the urethra. They also secrete mucus that lubricates the end of the penis and lining of the urethra. This decreases the number of sperms damaged during ejaculation. Now let us see what the semen. So semen is collection of secretions from the seminal vesicle, prostate gland and Cowper's gland, and sperms from testes. Semen is ejected from the penis during ejaculation. A single ejaculation may contain 200 to 300 million spermatozoa. And in single ejaculation, there will be a 3 to 5 ml of semen. The semen has a pH of 7.35 to 7.50, that is alkaline pH. It provides fluid medium for sperm transmission, nourishes sperms, and neutralizes the acidity of the urine in the urethra of the male to protect sperms.